Let's offload every single pick we have for Rudy Gobert. Shit.
Let's pay that man $205 million to finish the game with 5 rebounds, and he's 7'5".
Sure. You know the Timberwolves front office is looking at each other going, what the hell were we thinking? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 1 of the TFM Bets show. I'm going to be Mikey over.
And I'm booking with Trent, baby.
And this show, listen, we're going to go over every slate, every week. We're going to get a little weird.
Every game?
Maybe every game. All I know is we're going to get horny on this couch. Pause?
I'm always down to lock in some action.
Get a little bricked.
Yeah.
Slightly bricked. All right, but let's talk about what happened. So Monday Night Football happened. And what in the Lord's name are we doing betting on the goddamn Indianapolis Colts and 95-year-old Matt Ryan?
I wish I knew. The Colts were so poverty, bro. I mean, we knew that watching them all year. But I figured at home against the Steelers, who aren't much better, this could be a good spot for Matt Ryan and Jeff Saturday and JT to lock in, get a dub. Sure.
And fucking that Colts defense is sick. That secondary's nuts. Kenny Pickett put on a masterclass.
Hey, when in doubt, 2 poverty teams and Mike Tomlin's involved, you just got to take Mike Tomlin. Lesson learned.
Like, this is what I'm saying. We need to be better.
We do.
Like, the points on primetime, I don't think they've lost.
No, you see my record where I'm taking favorites on primetime. I went 0-10, bro, taking favorites on the spread in primetime. I was the primetime GOAT. You know why? Because I was taking dogs. And now I swapped it, took favorites for like 5 weeks straight, and I'm down so many fucking units.
I feel like that should be clipped, you saying you were the primetime GOAT.
I was the primetime GOAT.
No, you were.
I was.
For a period of time.
I was always, I told you, and it was stupid TikTok and me up coins because I took the dog on primetime, and now I'm taking favorites, and I'm drowning in piss.
Every time. And it's like, here's my problem, though. The problem wasn't the Colts, right? The problem was we had, I think, 46 yards in the first half, and Kenny Pickett and the Steelers had like 239.
And I don't know what we were doing at the end of that game where we're just not calling our timeouts. We had 3 of them, and we're letting the clock run. We wasted probably an easy minute and a half for no reason.
Like, I didn't realize Jeff Saturday didn't have timeouts in high school football. Like, do they not have timeouts in the second half with a minute left in high school football? Like, what are... First of all, just give the ball to Jonathan Taylor.
Please, dude. Holy fuck.
Second of all, why is it taking Matt Ryan till the goddamn last minute to be throwing 15-yard, like... just dots.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, put in Ellinger at this point.
Dude, picks on the first drive, fucking gloved Kenny Pickett taking my soul, Justin Herbert without a rib taking my soul. Like, I can't win on primetime.
I mean, I'm not rushing to bet the Colts at any point in the rest of the season, but it was just kind of a forced play because it was a primetime game, of course. But I don't even care what the Colts do the rest of the year. I ain't betting on them again.
And this game has fully confirmed my suspicion that the NFL is rigged.
This game, out of all the games you've seen, this was the one that it's rigged? Why?
This was like the final argument in the courtroom. You know when they do that and they have like your final arguments?
Sure.
This was like the lawyer coming up with the final argument and being like, Jonathan Taylor fumbles at the one.
Oh,
good
God.
Fucking bit. You're telling me Jonathan Taylor, who's got hands of steel, is fumbling that ball in the one? That was Vegas being like, hey, guys, listen. If you score this touchdown, you're probably going to cover. We need the Steelers bad. And he fumbles it. Like, the NFL is rigged. Like, I'm convinced.
You know, if we have Steelers ML, that ball ain't coming out.
Dude, if we have Steelers ML, that ball is cribbed.
Oh, my God. That shit's tucked, and he is jumping in the end zone.
Dude, he's breaking 3 tackles.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's not only not coming out, he's got that shit gripped, and he's breaking 3 tackles. And he might even stiff arm Minka Fitzpatrick, dude. Just for good measure. And we're sitting there with Steelers plus 2.5. Just swimming.
Yeah, no, but sure, we have Colts in the fucking fumbles.
Swimming.
Classic.
Swimming. Couple other things real quick. Michigan beats Ohio State in Ohio State.
Fuck.
I have to ask you, seriously, when are you going to learn to just take the points in a rivalry that big? In a rivalry that big, when are we just going to take the points?
Dude, I had them. I had Michigan with the points last year, and that was. Did they win outright?
They won outright.
They did last year.
In the snow.
Yeah.
So Ohio State was like, better weather at home. You got smoked.
I got smoked. I got trapped, bro. I even doubled down on the 6.5 at halftime, and that shit was cooked first play of the fucking second half, bro.
There's nothing worse than a chase loss.
Yep.
When you start chasing and you're like, listen, adjustments in the half. We're going to come out. smoke them, and then you're sitting there with 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Eating your pockets.
I would have been fine with just the 1 L. Nope, had the double chocolate. Double chocolate. Fucking double lava cream cake. Ohio State minus 8.5. Thanks for the fucking cake.
Ooey gooey. Also, I have to give a shout out to me. Saw that Marvin Harrison Jr. had not had a single drop all year. Quote tweeted it, said, "This is insane." Next play, dropped his first pass.
That's so Mikey over.
If we could get the clip of that with that, I mean, it actually couldn't make it up. But I did try a new strategy, and I want to talk to you about this strategy because I feel like you've used it before, and it worked insanely well. I decided to reverse jinx myself.
Oh, yeah, that works.
I started tweeting for Ohio State. I'd be like, watch the Ohio State march here, 3 and out. I'd be like, no way Ohio State settles for a field goal. Settled for a field goal. And dude, it worked all game.
Yeah.
I started tweeting for Michigan, and Ohio State scored a touchdown. I was like, you know what? I bet Michigan doesn't score a touchdown. They scored on the next drive.
Dude, it works, bro. Trust me. I do it all the time on Twitter. It's actually insane.
Dude, the reverse jinx. Like, that's, you know, the universe hates us when they're like, you know what? This guy's now rooting for Ohio State. Little do they know. I'm holding a Michigan ticket.
It was always a reverse jinx.
It was always. So just real quick, the college football playoff is starting to come together.
Oh, yeah.
The Frogs look good.
Frogs are in there.
Rivalry week actually made, I think, a massive difference.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike my theory with Michigan, I decided to take most of the favorites because I was like, rivalry week, you want to bang out your rivals.
Sure.
I'm just going to run through some teams that covered, and some of them went out, right? I just want you to tell me if you thought these teams had any business winning or covering. Mississippi State, Texas A&M, NC State, South Carolina, Auburn, and Michigan State.
Well, I thought A&M was going to be a close one. I did take the plus 10.
Wow.
I was not expecting them to win outright, but that's huge for just the shakeup of the playoff. And obviously, you know, as a big Frogs guy, rooting for anybody that's a little above us to obviously lose. I thought, you know, that could be a really close game. I was on plus 10. That was free as fuck. But that stupid Egg Bowl cost me so much coin. The over, fucking Ole Miss, dude.
That
was pain. That was pain. But the other games, I mean, no, who would have thought, bro?
Bro, that game ruined my day. The way Ole Miss sold that game ruined my day, and then they gave Lane Kiffin a contract extension after.
No, did they? I didn't even know that.
After he lost. They're like, you know what? I need to sign on for a couple more years, Lane. Like, are you shitting? Like, is that a bit? Like, that you give him a contract extension after he loses the Egg Bowl? Also, the fucking Egg Bowl. Like, what? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
The Egg Bowl.
I mean, I was just trying to get my coins back from the Cowboys that backdoored on Thanksgiving, bro.
Oh, my God, bro.
Bullshit.
Yo, I've never seen Meemaw make such an appearance.
Meemaw was in Jerry's World for damn sure, bro.
And not only in Jerry's World, she flew from Detroit all the way to Dallas just to be in both games for me. I was sitting there soul sucked.
Bro, she's got those frequent flyer miles flying everywhere, making all these appearances.
She hasn't paid for a flight in a decade. She hasn't paid for a flight in a decade. All right, let's move on to the slate. We got Tuesday. Every day is Tuesday.
Every day is Tuesday.
We're due now. I feel like we're due after what we went through yesterday. We've got quite a week ahead of us. You know, we're not going to talk too much about the Saturday games. We have another episode coming out Friday. But the biggest game on Friday, college football game, I think, of the year. It's going to determine a lot of what happens in the coming weeks. North Texas takes on UTSA for the Conference USA Championship game, and UTSA is minus 8.5.
That's the biggest fucking game you can come up with? North Texas, UTSA?
I think that's a huge game. I think it's got a lot of implications for Conference USA. I think North Texas fans are nervous with an 8.5 points.
Dude, what?
I'm just kidding. The Pac-12 championship is on Friday night. USC takes on Utah for the Pac-12 chip. A lot of people are saying USC wins this game. They're in the playoff.
They're a wagon, bro. And it feels like vintage college football. It's just so much better when the Trojans are relevant and they're good.
No, it is.
I was watching, so after the USC Notre Dame game, they had a replay of the same matchup from 2004 where like Brady Quinn and Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, bro. The energy was just like unreal. I'm like, football is just so much better when these two teams, or when USC is relevant and they're good. And Williams is an absolute beast, bro. He was dicing up Notre Dame.
Dude, he's playing nuts. I mean, they just have it figured out. I think, you know, I like USC -3. It makes me nervous that line is that short. Because you saw UCLA almost cover. I think they were plus 2.5 and lost by 3. So I don't know from a betting perspective if you want to go Utah with the points and like try to be safe and play that card. But I feel like your season's on the line now to play for a college football like playoff spot.
For sure. This is a week where you stay true to the teams who are going to go and fucking win the game and leave Meemaws at the check-in gate for fun.
Yeah, she's not getting through
Give
security.
me UCL or USC money line. They need to win this game. They're going to win this game. They're the better team on the floor. And leave the points. Just give me the ML. I'll parlay it with some shit, obviously, but
I like USC -3 and the money line too. Either one, honestly. I feel like this is a back against the wall game a little bit for them. I feel as though TCU is kind of in the same spot. You're playing a really good team in your conference.
yeah.
The over is going to be free because Pac-12 overs are just absurdly free. I mean, I don't know how you don't take this over.
I can see that going over.
The USC-UCLA game over was 76.5, and it soared with 8 minutes left in the fourth. So
No way.
Yeah, soared, dude.
Wow.
Soared. So I like this over. I don't know what the number is, Nick. Can I get a check on that over? Behind the cameraman, Nick. But I like the over here. I like USC with the points. I like USC money line. Like you said, I think it's a little different than rivalry week. I think these are games now where when it's important like this, you got to do your job.
Yeah.
You got to do your job.
Let me tell you, the worst feeling in the freaking world was being on the right side of a pick, but you take the points and they, like TCU the other day or against Baylor, -2, they won by 1. I had 1,000 on the freaking -2, but obviously as a Frog fan, I was like, let's fucking go. But like low key was drowning a piss inside.
Yeah, USC fans, take the money line.
66.5.
66, I love that over.
Over in the USC-Utah game, 66.
Yeah, give me that
and a
over.
half.
And a half.
Here's the thing about Pac-12. They don't know what defense is.
No.
Caleb Williams is over for passing yards. I want you to try to guess.
235.
325.
What? A full 100 yards over?
325.
Holy shit.
325. That
I've been
game's going over.
I've been a fan of his fantasy score on Prize Picks.
Because it's free.
Yeah, and it's usually like 25. I wonder what it is for this game. I don't know.
I think it's in the 20s as well. I think it's high 20s.
Okay.
But I mean 323, 325.
That's
I mean
unreal,
that's absurd.
dude.
It's
Fuck.
absurd.
You
That's
taking
got to
it?
go over.
Are we taking that?
We're taking it.
Oh my.
I'm taking it. Listen, this is after getting my ass burnt last week in rivalry week. This is a game now where I feel like I have to do my job, and it's take the favorites.
Facts.
But just for that UTSA game, I like UTSA. I feel like North
You like
Texas.
UTSA -8.5?
Yeah,
Do you have a sell job for it?
zero.
Zero sell job?
I didn't even look into the game.
W honesty. I mean, I'd rather you say that than try to fucking put together some bullshit.
Listen,
sell
it's a
job.
great spot. I put in the model. The model spit it out -10.5.
Oh, model likes it up to 10.
So we've got a 2-point discount on
We're
the
taking
model.
the Road Runners.
31
Mikey,
and a half on that fantasy score.
31.5 fantasy score for Caleb Williams. Jesus, bro.
Dude, he's putting up fucking running back
That's
numbers
unreal.
in the NFL. That's actually nuts.
That's insane.
I still like it though. Season on the line.
That's like an NBA player's line.
That's Kevin Durant's points.
Literally, bro. You got KD points on a goddamn fantasy score for a quarterback.
That's electric. Let's move on. We got the NFL Thursday Night Football. Another nail biter. The NFL just keeps feeding us these great games. We got Buffalo going into New England as -5-point favorites.
That's a gross spread. Gross.
Just disgusting. Here's my thing with that game. Josh Allen is clearly hurt. You can tell with some of the throws,
sure.
especially when Tony Romo's in the booth being like, here's the thing about that throw. When the UCL's gone, you're going to throw it a little behind him and the ball's going to arrive late. So he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's for sure hurt.
No, 100%.
And Mac Jones threw for 200-plus yards. Why is this spread 5 points?
What do you think it should be?
I feel like it should be way shorter. You're going into New England. Mac Jones just showed that he can play offense. He just showed he can throw the ball last weekend.
I mean, who did he play against? Oh, the Vikings?
I mean, still,
Yeah. No, yeah.
not a great secondary, but 5? And this is the primetime game where I take the fucking points and I get my ass slapped.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. Are you taking the Pats?
I really want to take Pats +5.
I mean, the thing about Belichick is he's a master at taking away your biggest strength, you know? And so I could see them shutting down Josh Allen, and that's why I love Josh Allen's rush yards because they're gonna stop the air. This is gonna be a game that's won on the ground, and Josh Allen, I mean, he's averaging like 60+ rush yards, and his line's like 44.5. I love that. But as far as the spread goes, I think the points could be the play. You're getting a home team +5. You get that field goal cushion.
Dude, and this is where I feel like we're just This is where we're going to come back next episode and be like, can we just be better? And it's like everyone's going to be on the points, I feel like, because everyone's going to go, that's too many points.
I mean, just look at the record of the favorites on primetime. With
That's what I'm
that, you
saying.
can just look at that and be like, okay, this is probably a good bet.
And you know Meemaws got a ticket booked.
Oh, you know Meemaws already fucking...
She's already in
first
Boston.
class. Yeah, she's
She's already
there.
in Boston,
She's
dude.
already in New England with fucking Belichick.
They're probably having dinner before
Yeah,
the game.
for
She's
sure.
going, I got you in the back door. And my problem is, like, this is where I'm starting to realize that taking the points is smart in the NFL versus college. Like, a college favorite, that feels free most of the time because there's not a lot of backdoors. Once college teams go up, game's pretty much over unless you're Oregon. If Buffalo is up 7, New England has the ball.
Dude, it happens every fucking game.
Shell coverage, Mac Jones marches, ties the game, and the spread is gone.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like is going to happen in this game. I don't think this gets more than a score apart on either side.
I promise you, I feel like this is going to be a class. Dude, if you just watch the primetime games, Meemaws always there. Like,
course.
literally always there, whether she comes through or not. The last drive, Meemaws there.
And she lives for primetime.
She does.
She
And
lives for
so
primetime.
watch for this game, Bills-Pats. Last possession of the game. Patriots are going to have the ball, and they're going to be down like a weird number, like 8. They're going to kick a field goal to make it a 5-point game, and then go for an onside kick, not get it, and game over.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, like 1,000%.
That's literally what's the script.
No, that's literally the script. We're going to put this out on Thursday, and that's literally what's going to happen. Word for freaking word.
Yeah.
Like, that is, and that's what happens in primetime. And the Buffalo Bills are going to be playing like some sort of shell coverage,
Yeah.
and you're going to be like, why are we letting up 15-yard passes? The Colts literally let Kenny Pickett just march every single down.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. But that Thursday night game's probably going to get out of hand. I'm sure we're going to be wrong for whatever reason. Buffalo
for
probably
sure.
wins by 20,
For sure.
unless that's the script. But 2 college basketball games I really wanted to talk about before we get to our prize pick squares and before we get to the TFM Two Teamer, which I sold, by the way.
Nice. Wait, I thought I sold. Oh, no, I sold the prize picks.
I went 1 and 2. We went 1 and 2 on the TFM Two Teamer.
God damn it.
I sold.
God damn it.
Oklahoma got smacked, and LSU lost outright.
Oh.
They both lost outright.
I didn't know you lost out. Right?
Oh yeah, Texas Tech just.
Wait, Tech won?
Yeah.
They were up by what?
No, Texas Tech won.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I looked at that score and said OU was free.
No,
Should've
my
took
soul's
that.
getting sucked.
No shot.
I'm in the bar, soul gone.
They definitely had the lead, right?
No, Oklahoma had the lead.
Like 14-0.
Something, yeah.
Holy shit. That's unreal.
Dude, I'm sitting there and piss at the bar with my buddies, and they're like, dude, Texas Tech came back. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Vikings won, though.
What?
On the two-teamer, Vikings won.
Yeah, the Vikings won.
Yeah.
Oh, the Vikings did win.
Wait, so the 2-teamer hit?
Oh, the two-teamer hit.
Two-teamer smacked.
I thought I put LSU in the two-teamer.
Oh.
And the Vikings.
Oh, so it didn't hit.
No, it was Oklahoma and the
Yeah,
Vikings.
Yeah.
Oklahoma and the Vikings.
No, the two-teamer hit. Lions +9, Vikings money line.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The two-teamer hit. Let's go.
W's.
Inaugural win for the TFM two-teamer. That's huge. But we have a little bit of college basketball I want to talk about before we get to
Sure,
everything
the college
else.
kids.
Texas takes on Creighton in Texas. No spread yet. So this is just going to be kind of, what do you like? No matter what the points are, I assume they're going to be giving Creighton points. I love Creighton in this spot.
What?
I know. But I think Creighton has a potential to be the number 1 team in the country by the end of the year.
Really?
I seriously believe that. I seriously believe Creighton has a chance to be the number 1 team in the country this year, and I would not be surprised in this spot if they cover one outright because I think everyone thinks you're going into Texas. They're going to look at the Gonzaga game. This Creighton team is better than Gonzaga.
Bro, that building in Texas, their new stadium, that place rocks. Literally is so loud.
But you play in some loud stadiums in the Big East, bro. That doesn't
I
concern
don't
me.
doubt that at all.
That
But
doesn't concern me.
The way that they bitched on Gonzaga
They did.
was unbelievable.
They punked Gonzaga.
And as a UT guy, I'm shocked you're not all over this.
Well, UT football, Providence basketball.
And you do know you're yeah.
And I like Creighton here. Like, I do like Creighton in the spot. I don't think it'll be more than 5 points. Because of the way Texas punked Gonzaga, I think they're going to give Texas a couple points. I think they match up well, too. I think this will be a really tough game for Creighton. But, this is going to be a potential matchup you see in March, for sure.
One thing I just hate doing in betting college basketball is betting on the away team. I hate it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. I feel like you have such an advantage as the home team as a college kid,
Oh,
like
for sure.
that shit affects them like any other sport, bro.
For sure. I mean, if you win, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
You're staying home.
Yeah, someone's getting paid.
I apologize if your girlfriend goes to that school because she is not your girlfriend anymore, dude. But then we have an inner couch rivalry taking place tomorrow night.
What would that be?
Or tonight, whenever
Oh,
we release the episode.
Huge game.
Providence is taking on TCU. No
Huge
spread yet, which is a little odd. Can I get a check? Maybe they put it up yet. No spread. I'm taking the fucking Friars. We're going to come to your gym, and we're going to punk you because this is what we do well.
Yeah, I mean, talking about stadiums that are rocking, I wouldn't put TCU up there in top 25
In basketball?
in stadiums. It's a pretty small stadium, but now that we're relevant, place is definitely selling out every game. But I feel like you guys over there definitely have way louder stadiums for sure.
No, I mean, I think we're going to come in here, and this is going to be our first real test, too. We haven't played a lot of great teams. We had a really large transfer group again, so we're still trying to mesh. This is the first time we're going to come in here and have a real test. And if I didn't take them, I would feel like a fraud, and I'm taking them. And I honestly think we punk you guys.
Are you? Yeah. Do you think you get? Do you think you're favored or a dog?
I think we're going to be a dog.
Yeah.
Minus 6.5 TCU.
Minus 6.5
TCU at home.
I love +6 in the money line.
Dude, I mean, we lost as a 35-point favorite. So
But Mike Miles is back now.
that's actually huge news. Okay. That changes my perspective. I was just going to say I can't trust TCU on the hardwood right now after losing as a 35-point favorite. Are you fucking kidding me? So, I mean, obviously it's hard for me, and I'm hesitant to take TCU here. But if he's coming back fully healthy,
He's been back healthy, and you guys have been beating teams.
give me the goddamn Frogs.
-6.
Yeah.
I'm taking +6. Fuck you.
Bozo package money line for sure.
6.5.
Give me the Friars money line immediately.
For your
we're gonna,
Bezos package?
Yeah, we're going to try to be in the gym, too. So
Yeah.
that'll
for
be
sure.
exciting. All right, let's move on. We got the Sneak Nuke brought to you by Prize Picks. This is obviously going to be a 4-play flex play if you're feeling a little cowardice, or a power play. It's going to be based around the Pac-12 championship and Thursday night football. My two legs are going to be Gabe Davis more than his receiving yards, which I think is at 49.5, so give me 50. And Caleb Williams more than his passing yards, which I think is 323 or 325.
I like both those legs. Hopefully Caleb can have a fucking masterclass.
Gonna need it.
Yeah, absolutely. My two legs are hitting. I'll tell you that
All
right
right,
now.
let's hear him.
Josh Allen rush yards. It's a wagon. A lot of these rush yards for these quarterbacks in the NFL are wagons. Kyler, Josh, fucking someone cashed last night. Both Matt Ryan and Pickett.
Oh my God, yeah,
cashed
Matt
last
Ryan broke one off.
I know, and it's always at over 1.5, bro. So that was free, and we didn't take it. So we're taking Josh Allen over 44.5 rush yards, and we're taking Nick Folk over 1.5 field goals. This has also been a wagon for the Patriots. They're always putting points on the board, and it's usually by a field goal. And he's averaging like 2.4 right now. He's almost a greened out gob, but if the Patriots are going to stay close in this game, they're obviously going to be doing it. Through the leg of Nick Folk. So give me over 1.5 field goals for him. Give me Josh Allen rush yards. Both more.
And make no mistake, the field goal sold us last time.
It
so
did.
you better
And
not
Brett
do it again.
Maher on Thanksgiving could have saved the fucking backdoor from Meemaws. No. Dude, oh my God. You just reminded me watching that game, bro. There were so many times where the Cowboys had like 3rd and 14. I'm like, oh, yes, here comes a field goal. And they would convert it, bro, every time. It was insane. And then, sure, Maher comes up for the one field goal attempt, and he fucking
It was
shanks
also a
it,
60-yard nuke job.
which he had made 4 of the week before. That's why we put him in there
Of
in
course,
the first place.
Meemaws in there, dude. Meemaws going.
So sick of Meemaw, man.
So that's going to be the Prize Picks entry, guys. Lock it in.
That's actually surgical. So
I
it's
like it.
Caleb Williams. What was your other leg? Oh, Gabe Davis, Caleb Williams.
Yep.
Josh Allen rush yards and Nick Folk field goals.
Nick Folk field goals.
I'm actually putting like 5 units on.
And it's a 2-day sweat.
I
So
love
Thursday,
that.
Friday.
I love those
I love that
sweats.
too. You know,
Yeah.
I love that too. It's like a job.
Yeah.
You know, do your job on Thursday, do your job on
An
Friday.
investment.
Investment. That's we're gonna call that the investment lay.
Yeah.
That's the investment entry for the PP.
Yep.
All right, moving on. We've got our parlay of the day, the TFM Two Teamer. It's 2 teams in a dream. To do it every episode.
Shit's hidden.
This episode's TFM Two Teamer. All started off. Why don't you give me a USC money line? We talked about it a little
Love
bit.
it.
Season on the line. I like the number where it's at. Give me it in the TFM Two Teamer.
I love it. It was always the Trojans. We're going to be saying that come game time. So I'm going to match you with some winners as well. So we're taking USC, of course. Give me the Bills money line and leave Meemaws at the door. All right,
For the TFM Two Teamer.
TFM Two Teamer. We got Bills, we got Trojans, and guess what? Yeah, we're adding the Memphis Grizzlies money line to this Two Teamer. You know why? Because they're playing the T-Wolves, and there's not a worse team that's fucking pissing me off more than these bozos on the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. Rudy Gobert, Cat, Anthony Edwards. Dude, it doesn't work. It's not working. Watching this team try and facilitate an offense is just literally makes you want to pull your fucking hair out. So we're fading the fuck out of them. We're taking the Grizzlies on the money line. They're -4, but we're taking ML. Leave Meemaws at the door. USC money line, Bills money line. That's a TFM Two Teamer.
That's a TFM Two Teamer. Let's offload every single pick we have for Rudy Gobert. Shit.
Let's pay that man $205 million to finish the game with 5 rebounds, and he's 7'5".
Sure. You know the Timberwolves front office is looking at each other going, what the hell were we thinking?
Bro, I mean, I fucking hate that team. I hate him. I hate Rudy Gobert, bro. You get paid $205 million. You're 7 foot tall. You got 5 boards.
That anger came from your feet.
And my wallet, some down fucking units.
And they're like a team where you look at it on paper and you're like, D'Lo, fucking Anthony Edwards, Cat, Rudy, whatever bozo you want to throw in for the 5th, Austin Rivers. Like, they should be winning every game.
I know.
It's just, Anthony Edwards
It
is
reminds me of a team that you draft on, like, a 2K simulation, right? You're like, oh, this should work, right? We got Rudy? No way. We're getting Edwards. He's good. Oh, D'Lo's a fucking wagon. Oh, Cat's a fucking rebounder. And he scores. This should be a good team. And I hate him.
And then you sim half the season and you're like 16 and fucking 40. And you're like, what the hell is going on? Why is Rudy Gobert only averaging 4 rebounds? But that's TFM Two Teamer. We got USC money line, Grizzlies money line, Bills money line. Meemaws at the goddamn backdoor. We're leaving her there, though. It's locked.
Leave her there. Take her to the goddamn retirement home. She has no business being in our fucking place.
And for those of you that may not know, Meemaw is the force at work when you have a spread and it backdoor loses and or covers in the last couple minutes.
So yeah, Meemaw is always around. She's always just lurking, bro.
Dude, she's a lurker.
Like
and she's got miles. Don't think she can't get to your game because she's at another game. She'll get there, dude.
She has no problem getting there.
She's got the PJ from Vegas.
Just just pay attention to spreads or over-unders and how often they are just so close to each other, and Meemaw always fucks it up.
At the back door.
Yeah. Sometimes she helps you out, like the Oilers last night.
That was huge.
She left that back door wide open, bro.
And we walked through.
And we got tucked.
And your Pacers live
On the
line.
Pacers money line. Holy Lakers sell job, bro. That was unbelievable.
And for those that would like to see what we're talking about live, we do a Night Sweats every day of the week, if not most days of the week, on the Book It Sports Twitch channel. So make sure you guys tune into that. We do a Night Sweats where the bets that we take, we watch live. And, you know, we love when you guys come in and watch it with us. But that has been episode 1 of the TFM Bets show. We got a TFM Two Teamer. We got a prize pick entry. We got the Tuesday. We talked through what happened.
I actually feel like we just got fucking surgical. I'm not going to lie.
I feel really good about it.
Like that prize picks entry, I put a unit on it, kind of forget about it. No. That shit's fucking hitting. And this two-teamer that has 3 teams in it, it's going to fucking hit.
No, you can't address that it has 3 teams in it. It's TFM Two Teamer. We can't fix that in post, Jesse. We can't address that there's 3 teams in the TFM Two Teamer.
Don't sell the fucking lay, Mikey.
And we hit the TFM Two Teamer last week, so make sure you tune into this TFM Two Teamer as well. This has been TFM Bets episode 1. We'll see you here again Saturday morning, so tune in. Also, shout out the USA. We'll see you in the knockout stage of the World Cup. Iran, you can hold that. Thanks, guys.